Midlife mamas. Today I am here to talk to you about midlife metabolism, what is causing it to change, and a few things that you can do to help reset your midlife metabolism. You may find that you are still making healthy choices when eating, working out, but the scale is not budging as you try to get back into shape, and the things that you used to do in your 20s and 30s are not working anymore. Don't worry. Number one, you're not alone. And number two, there are definitely things you can do to help reset the metabolism. So I want to talk first about what are causing some of these changes in your body. And secondly, what a few simple tips that you can use to reset your metabolism. And lastly, where you can find more information or extra help if you need it. So the first and most important part is this lovely thing called hormones. If you are in this phase called perimenopause, you're probably familiar with hormones, and you may know that progesterone and estrogen start to decrease in this time of life, which can cause you to store fat in your abdomen. So if you are looking at your body in the mirror and realizing that your abdomen, your tummy area is a little thicker than you wanted, know that you can blame hormones for part of that problem. The other thing that happens at this time of our life is we generally have spikes in our cortisol because we have a lot of stress. So I have three children that are teens and tweens. I work full time as a teacher. So I can definitely understand what it's like to experience stress, as I'm sure you can as well, particularly if you have the added burden of maybe taking care of parents or other things you have going on in your life. You are busy, and that is stressful. I think that this is honestly more stressful than when my kids were younger because we have more things to worry about. So stress causes cortisol to raise in our body, which can cause things like inflammation, and it can also cause you to hold onto fat. It's sort of that body's fight or flight mechanism where it hangs onto fat because it feels threatened by that stress, okay? So you've got the hormones helping you hold on to that fat in the belly area. You've got cortisol that's helping you hold on to fat. How are we gonna get it off? Okay, that's the next part. The two simple tips I have for you today are number one, try to decrease that cortisol level. And I'm sure you've heard that you need to get your sleep, you need rest and relaxation. And you're probably like, blah, blah, blah. I hear that all the time. It is so important during this season of our life to get enough sleep and try to alleviate the stress that we can, because that's going to help your body to heal itself and to kind of get back in shape, to just feel better physically and mentally. It's of the utmost importance. So whether you have to work on your sleep hygiene, like, avoiding screens before bed, not having too much caffeine, listening to a meditation on your phone before you go to bed, whatever you have to do, do it and prioritize that downtime. Secondly, I want you to focus on eating more protein. I'm sure that's another thing that you're hearing a lot in the perimenopause world, but there's a reason for it. As we age, our muscle mass decreases, and so we have some choices here. We want to maintain it, but if we want to increase that muscle mass through strength training, we're going to need more protein to do that. So try to incorporate protein into every meal of your day. Aim for 30 grams of protein. Breakfast is usually the harder one for people to get it into, but whether you have to do a non-fat Greek yogurt bowl, whatever you got to do to get that protein in there, I want you to focus on getting more protein at each meal and incorporating strength training 3 times per week. So while you like to do cardio, and I will admit I was one of those runners who used to run 5 days a week, use the elliptical, I was a cardio queen burning it up. It is not what's going to help you lose fat in midlife. Strength training is going to give you so much more of a bang for your buck, not only in sculpting your body, but in raising your resting metabolism. So by increasing your muscle, you're going to start burning more calories just from sitting on the couch. Okay, so it's a win-win. So those are your tips for resetting your midlife metabolism. I'm putting some additional resources and articles in the comments below. If you would like the exact blueprint that I use with my midlife mama clients to help reset their midlife metabolism, just comment reset below. And I am happy to provide you with some help. All right, until next time.